Before we leave the NBA, I got two things real quick.
Yeah.
Which one I want to? Oh
shit.
Did y'all see? It's two things about Doc. Y'all see Doc
Oh,
capping
man.
talking about the Bucks when they fired Adrian Griffin and they hired him. He was like, I talked to them and I told the ownership. I asked them. I said, what are y'all doing? I don't understand what y'all doing. I'm like, the whole time he saying that while he putting the ink to the paper. Like, stop it, Doc. Stop. You didn't know anything, huh?
Yo, they say he was a consultant for the squad. You knew. You put the bug in the air. We know that.
Yo, Doc
allegedly. I'm not going to say it because it might be
But in
defamation.
his
I won't say
defense,
it,
in
but
the
it's
job,
alleged.
that's how they all probably move, yo.
Like, you don't
But
not
don't come
know
on
something in
there
that
on the
business.
camera doing that. Yo,
Yeah, he was
acting like,
like,
yo, I don't know what
Yeah, it was the
happened.
man unbelievable. I just,
How many people do that these days, though? A lot of
the-
people.
He steals something from you in your back pocket. Yo, I don't know where it's at, yo. I just swear.
I couldn't believe
It's
it.
a lot of people
Liar,
like
bro. I hate
They,
that.
they told me once it's done, it's done now. So I just had to take the job.
Oh, I didn't know they
Yo,
was
Doc
going to
is
do that to
hilarious.
you. And then they fired. The way they fired that,
That was
man was
nasty,
crazy.
and they had like the best record.
That's what I'm saying. They
Second
was
best
like
record.
second in the East at the time, though. They fired him, their head
sabotaged
coach, and then hired.
It reminded me of Black. Remember the dude from like Russia that was coaching the Cavs?
Yep. Same thing.
People forget.
Same exact thing.
That's what it was.
Tyronn Lue came in there.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just
Well, that
fired
was the
that
right
man.
guy for the job.
Yep.
I mean,
Brought him in.
But and did y'all see what's the name was like JJ Redick was like, Doc, you take no accountability for anything.
Yeah, he was hot. JJ was mad.
Because JJ was on the Clippers.
JJ was mad.
So
He's like,
but you got
never
those
take
close
accountability.
Because I think he took like some kind of accountability for the Harden trade working out or something like that. Somehow Doc Rivers decided to take accountability for that. Like he was the reason that happened. Like,
Yo, and Pat Bev was like, he tweeted, he was like, JJ, how you gonna say that? He saved your NBA career, this, that, and the third. And what's the name? JJ was like, dog. And I'm paraphrasing Doug. Like, I had another contract for me to start somewhere else for the same amount of money. You don't know what you're talking about.
That's funny.
he had to ride for him though. That was his head coach. So, I mean, he's literally on the team right now. He couldn't
No,
really
he's
go
not.
against
He's
Doc.
on the Bucks now.
That's the Bucks.
Oh, my fault.
That's Doc.
Hey, I'm getting all the teams. It's the Bucks.
He with him now, so you got to slide with
Jeez,
him.
yo, they
That's the
bounce
only
around
reason
too
he
much,
slide.
yo.
I don't
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah,
What's the name? Beverly believed that.
You right.
He got to slide with him. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'd have been right there with JJ. Probably even worse. I'm not even going. If they lose this year, Pat Bev is going crazy on Doc. I can see it.
Pat Bev, he gonna be on another team next year. They just be passing him around.
Yeah, he like it.
But he collecting checks though, so
He's a journeyman.
I would say
Stay in
keep
Chirac,
collecting them
yo.
checks, yo.
He want to stay in Chirac, yo. That's his neighborhood, yo.
He not going to the Bulls, right? Has he been on the Bulls yet? I feel like
No,
he
Pat
probably-
Beverly?
Yeah,
He's on the Bucks right now.
he's on the Bucks.
Oh, my bad.
Damn, you don't even know
Hey,
in your
Mike.
squad.
No.
Yeah, Mike all crossed up right now. Yo, Mike punted the
Your
season.
squad is your squad.
Mike punted the season away like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Nah, it was the beginning of the season.
Before Christmas.
Matter of fact, it was low key last year when we didn't get no players. Like,
Yo, I kept watching the moves happening in the NBA. I'm like, what's
They made no
where the
moves.
Bulls moves at?
All they kept talking about
They
was
choose not to make any.
all they kept talking about was trading Levine.
Yeah.
But hold on, right before the deadline,
They still ain't even
they
trade
said-
him, though.
They said
At
Levine.
least try something.
Now, peep this. They said one of the last rumors was Levine was gonna get traded to the Pistons, and all of a sudden he had to get surgery.
Yeah.
They said,
That nigga's like,
"He's
hell
going to
no, I ain't
Detroit."
going to fucking Detroit.
Nah, it's bad over there,
Crazy,
yo. I
that
don't
would've
blame
been
them,
tough.
honestly, but we need to
Yeah, I
make
ain't
some
going to
moves,
Detroit,
yo.
yo.
We need to
Respect
make
the
some
Detroit, but the
moves.
Pistons is
It's
crazy
upsetting,
right
yo.
Oh,
I low key got sad because I posted on my Insta story, yo, it was somebody talking about Ben Gordon, like when he was going crazy on UConn. And then, was it UConn he was on?
Yeah.
UConn, and then he came to the Bulls and he was a bucket, yo. I'm talking about immediately out of college.
Yeah, he was
the number one offensive piece of our team, and we was trash before that. Jalen Rose was nice, but that was it. You feel me? And then I think we had like Eddie Carey,
Oh, man. Fat Curry.
Tyson Chandler,
Kirk
Andre
Curry was stealing money
Nocioni.
for a
Kirk
lot of
Heinrich
teams.
was solid.
That was my
I like
guy,
Kirk
Kirk
Heinrich.
Heinrich.
Kirk Heinrich, yeah, Kirk
Andre
Heinrich.
Stacioni was my man.
Andre
Andre
I thought he was
Nocioni.
gonna be an all-star.
Yeah.
I was thinking too
Swear,
high.
yo, he was
Yeah.
solid. Yeah.
I used to like
Y'all
a lot of
always
these
had
young
solid
players,
players, yo. Y'all
I
had
even
solid
like
players.
young Luol Deng. That was my man, yo.
Youthful you
Matter
are.
of fact,
yo.
no,
Luol Deng was my man because
He
he
was.
came out like 2 years or 3 years
Foreign
after.
Killed the Lakers for a
Ben
contract
Gordon.
later in his career. Yo. They was paying him later. He wasn't even playing no more. They had
Yeah,
to still
He could hoop.
Yeah.
Luol Deng could hoop. Yo, that was
they
one of
did
my.
some weird thing where they was able to stretch his contract
Yeah,
out.
he was
they
still getting paid for
He was
years,
getting
man.
paid for a long time. He might have
Wow.
stopped getting paid last year,
Legend,
yo.
bro. I like that. Yo, that was
I
legendary,
couldn't stand
brother.
Luol Deng. That's what my
I
least
loved him, yo.
because he was on the Bulls. That's what my least.
Wow,
liked player of all
yo,
time.
like, yo,
I didn't like
that-
it. His game was ugly.
Those teams had
I
this-
didn't like him,
Bro,
did,
that's
bro.
how you knew.
Yeah, dog.
That's how you knew his game was ugly. Cause like, what was that like? Probably
Nasty
like 06, 07 on the 2K. His game looked nasty on the
Nasty
game.
jumpers, yo, yeah.
No
Jumper was
finesse moves.
disgusting.
Gross drumpers.
He
Yeah,
hooped like
that joint, the
He hooped
leaning
like
shot
the
like
he
that.
hooped like Thanasis or whatever, Thanasis
Yeah.
or whatever. But he actually was effective.
Yeah.
that made me mad. Yo, I couldn't stand it. And he went to Duke. Come on, yo. Back then, you didn't like
he
any
did
Duke
go to
players.
Duke,
yeah.
Mike, you only liked him because he was on the bullshit.
Yeah. But honestly, the one that really hurt me because the Bulls, we had fun times back then.
Jimmy Butler was probably y'all biggest failure to let go.
Yeah.
That,
yeah.
yo.
And recent
And
memory.
think about it like,
Sixers, yo.
but you got to think about it like
The
this
Sixers
too.
might have a title.
Sixers,
Jay-
true, yeah. Actually, it's more for the Sixers, I think.
That's
You
great.
might-
Yeah.
They might have had a title. The Sixers, yo, my bad. The Sixers not only let him go, they traded their rights away, which would have been Jason Tatum. Yo, they had made some of the wildest moves, and they made good and bad moves.
Yeah, they made some
It's
wild-
weird. Like that organization is weird. And beating Jason Tatum, dog, they would have won a championship.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'd have been
That would have been
the
too
modern day
easy.
Shaq and Kobe esque.
It would've been
I don't want people to be like, oh, this was Shaq and Kobe esque.
Or
would've
Penny,
been-
Penny and Shaq.
Nah, he just a bucket.
It'd have been
Penny was more
unstoppable.
a passer and bucket. Tatum just get buckets.
Yeah.
Like,